This is Norman Schafer, and I'm here today with William, the managing director from Rivers Tubing Fiji.
Yanaka, bula bula.
It's great to have you with us. But based along the stunning Navua River, this family-run business takes travelers on an immersive river journey that combines fun, nature, and village hospitality in a way that few other experiences can. So we're really excited to be talking about this activity. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to tell you, if you've ever dreamed of experiencing one of the incredible destinations that we talk about on the show, be sure to visit farandawayadventures.com. For over 30 years, I've helped travelers discover some of the most extraordinary destinations on Earth. If this is of interest, check out the link in the description to farandawayadventures.com, and we'd be happy to make your next trip unforgettable. William, can you just kind of tell us a little bit about what a typical day looks like on a River Tubing Fiji tour?
Okay. We pick up guests from the resorts around the country, bring them to our location, and the boat departs at 10 a.m. We head up the river about 17 kilometers upriver. That's through the gorge, through rapids, passing lots of waterfalls, and about 17 kilometer upriver, there's a Fijian village up there. It's a remote village, only accessible by boat, okay? And they just live off the land, and we take our tours there to help support that community. And then we try out.
And so I was going to say, this river really is their highway up to their village, is it? Or their transport?
To the market by boat, to the hospital by boat, to the school by boat. So it's the only access to the village. So our idea of just trying to help this village without trying to change their way of life, like we don't get them, like they are not programmed to do the cooking for tourists or do the dances or do the ceremony. The village is out and about. They may be spearfishing, they may be hunting, in their plantation farming, ladies doing their weaving, their cooking. So we just walk through the village, get our guests to walk through just to see simple daily lifestyle, And then we come back to the river. Then we get back on the boat, downstream to the waterfall. It's a 5-minute walk. Guests get to enjoy their swim at the waterfall. After that...
this is a swimming spot?
Yeah, swimming spot, yeah.
Okay.
It's a 5-minute walk in.
And what's the name of the waterfall?
Kavika.
Kavika.
Yeah, Kavika. So it's a Fijian name. And swimming at the waterfall. Then we bring them down to the guests down to the riverbank. We have Riverside lunch. Right by the bank of the river, we have lunch there. We have, normal, some Western food because sometimes you get children, who are not used to our local dishes. Barbecue-style chicken, lamb sausages, and bread. And then we also have some traditional Fijian food that is prepared, like fish in coconut cream. The guides go out to the forest, they collect fiddlehead ferns, they boil it in front of the guests, they serve it to the guests, and we got local root crops, salads, fruits. So it's like a buffet.
So they can try some things that they're familiar with, but then have an opportunity to try
to also try local Fijian food. Okay. After lunch, life jackets back on. Bags will remain in the boat. And there's another safety briefing. And everyone are given their tubes, and then you float down the river.
Okay.
And the rapids, we got for a few kilometers, we have like small rapids, that all ages can enjoy. And then towards the last few sections of the river, the rapid starts to get a little bit bigger, and guests are given a choice whether they'd like to try or they can just sit in the boat.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they don't have to do it if they're
But we take even young children like 2-3 years old. The parents can put them on their lap, and we have a big tube, and then the guides told them, and they float down the river. So before we get to the bigger rapids, we put the children in the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really, this is an activity for all ages.
Yes,
By the
yes,
sounds of it.
yes. Yeah.
And I know I've researched it a lot and had plans to take my family.
No worries. Let me know. Yeah, I should
But
try.
it's sounds like a fun activity.
Mm.
It's for those though who are in the Nadi area. It's a bit of a trip, so
Yeah.
the really early departure is it not?
When we get inquiries for people from Nadi,
Mhm.
like our vehicles leave every morning 6:30. We pick up from Denarau 6:30 in the morning. We take them all the way down. So we get to explain to the guests. It is a bit of a drive, but it is one way to see the island.
Mhm.
Like the drive is along the Coral Coast. You know, you see the coast, you see Pacific Harbour, then on to Navua, and then you go up this river. You know, you go up the gorge, and you see a bit of the island. So from Nadi, it's like a 12-hour trip
Yeah. So
because of the
a really big packed
Yes.
day from
Yeah.
Nadi. And if people are staying in the Coral
Coral
Coast
Coast.
or
The
Pacific
the
Harbour,
pickup is later. Pacific Harbour is only 15 minutes drive from us. The Coral Coast is only an hour drive. You know.
Mhm.
So, but the boat departs at 10 a.m. and returns at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Like a 5-hour tour.
And for the tour itself, are there specific times of the year where the river is a bit more active?
Yes, well, during our rainy season, and when it rains a lot up in the hills, the water is slightly higher,
Okay.
and that's the best time. It's a really good time to come tubing because the water is high, and then you get really good rapids, and then you just float down the river.
So November till
Normally, wet season is November to April.
so the wet
But-
season actually is an advantage for those who are wanting to do tubing.
Yes. But in Fiji, you never know. Even in the dry season, you could get a heavy downpour tonight. Tomorrow, you wake up, you see the river is high. So, but the good thing with our tour, you can operate all year round. Even when the water level is really low, you can. We still have sections where you can still tube through. Yeah.
Wonderful. So year-round destination. What should guests bring or expect to when booking this experience?
Yeah. So what we advise the guests is for them to bring like reef shoes or water shoes.
Okay.
If they don't, we have reef shoes for hire. Reef shoes for hire. Sunscreen, hat, bottled water, change of clothes, and a skirt or sarong for ladies to wear for the walk through the village is compulsory. Just because it's our custom, women have to cover up, like put a sarong on or skirt when they walk through the Fijian village. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. And apart from that, do you have any guest experiences or stories or moments that really stand out from some of your past tours? Something maybe that was unexpected that happened, or something that happens frequently on a tour that guests comment about
Yes.
from their experience?
We've get, if you just read through our reviews on TripAdvisor and what the guest, what the guest share with us, they say this is so magical. It's a good combination, You got the river, you got culture, you got adventure, you got the people, and then the to top it all off, they said, oh, when there's a part of the river where when they come on the tube, the river is very calm, and there's like this big gorge and there's some waterfall coming down, and then our guides, they huddle together and then they sing, and then you get this echo through the jungle, and that's what really caps the day off for the guests. And they say, oh, it's magical.
So you have the magical Fijian singing in the gorge, that echoes off the canyon wall.
Yeah, that's like towards the end of the tour,
Yeah.
like they've seen the village, and it's really good combination, of adventure and culture. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to be on our podcast. It's great to learn a bit more about River Tubing Fiji.
Yes, we are also locally owned, and this river, Navua River, is part of my history as well. My great grandfather, he was an Englishman, John Humphrey Danforth. He was born London in the Minories, 1805. 1822, he was on a ship that came to the islands. When he arrived in the Fiji island, he had an argument with the captain of the ship, so they left him behind. Yeah. So he worked his way around the southeastern coast, you know.
Yeah.
His own people weren't good to him, or some natives weren't good to him. And the chief of these highlands, where Namosi Highlands, where we're from, heard of him, and he sent his men down to go and invite him. He wanted to meet a white man. So he was the first white man to set foot in the hills of Namosi, where the cannibals used to live, these highlands.
It was daring.
He was very lucky he was not eaten. The chief looked after him, protected him. He slowly learned how to speak their dialect. He lived alongside the people. And he was given a lady from the chiefly family to be his wife. And then he later settled downriver, where we have our village today. He had 4 children. I'm the 6th generation.
Wow.
Danford in the Fiji Island.
Yeah.
So he came and he lived there. So that's why this river is very special to us. Later on, when he was getting older, he already got grandchildren, and Fiji became part of the British colony. So when people wanted to come up that river, it was still, you know, those days, people were just accepting Christianity. And they would come to him and he would take them up that river, not motorized. They would walk it or use bamboo rafts, you know. So he had to take people up, meet the chief, come back. So that's just part of our history, this river, yeah. And
Interesting. Well, there's a lot of history.
and
this
I
area.
still keep the surname Danford. Yeah. So my family still lives by that river till today.
Wonderful. Many generations
Yeah.
living in that area.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that story.
Thank you. Thank you. Unaka.
Thanks for tuning in. Discover your next unforgettable journey at farandawaydventures.com. Experience the world differently.